When I tell y'all America hates black people, America hates black people. So I told y'all I read this book a while back, The 1619 Project by Nicole Hannah Jones and several other authors. But I'm an audible learner. So typically, if I'm going to read something for entertainment, I will read a book. But if I'm trying to learn something, it's better for me to listen to it. I just finished listening to the 1619 Project. I have been listening to it while I've been out in the garden. That's just my thing. I listen to that, whatever. And reading it was one thing, but hearing it is completely different. And when I tell y'all, America hates black people. And for America to have derived so much benefit from black Americans, you you would think that, hey, we should probably thank the people who built our industries and created culture and they cultivated the land because we were unable to do that. But no, America hates black people. And it is obvious. It is obvious in policy and politics. It is obvious in healthcare and medicine and DEI. It is obvious because, diversity, equity, inclusion, people think, oh, it's so that black people can get jobs. No, that was for white women. Like every advancement where black people have fought, other people have derived the benefit of the actions of the black people. Civil rights, other minority groups derived more benefit from that. Affirmative action, Asian Americans, other marginalized groups received more benefit from that than we did. Like when I say America hates black people, it's not hyperbole. It is not, I'm not just stating that. Every atrocity that has been committed on American soil has been atoned for, with the exception of slavery. Everyone. Native Americans. Now, America lied and broke damn near every treaty that they made with the Native Americans. But even culturally, one of the things that they talk about in the 1619 Project is how even Native Americans identified that there was a difference in the way that black people were treated. And so they didn't want to be treated like the black people. So they made treaties with the white man. Native Americans, who were literally being slaughtered, were able to identify the difference in the way that they were treated versus the way that black people were treated. So America made atonement for that. Now, that did not mean that millions and millions of Native Americans were not slaughtered, that their land was not stolen, because it was. And America still pays for that. Chinese Americans who came over to build the railroad system to export all of the goods that the enslaved Africans were cultivating, Chinese Americans received compensation because it was an atrocity. The working conditions, the lives lost, it was horrific. And they should have received compensation. They should have received something from the government that perpetuated the harm. Japanese Americans who were placed in internment camps received compensation decades later, but they did. America paid. Now, black people have been on this land since 1619. Before the founding of the United States of America, before the colonies, before Reconstruction, before civil rights, black people have been here working, cultivating, creating. Black people have been here, and America hates black people. We barely get an honorable mention during Black History Month. People want to attack. DEI. Yeah, it's DEI. Black people aren't the beneficiaries of DEI. Not the main ones. We're like 8th or 9th on the list. White women are number 1. And then other marginalized groups. Because again, every group benefits. The reason that white women got the right to vote is not because of white women. It's because of black women. Creating community, building, galvanizing support. Like, and then there's this thing where, and I said this before, I said this in another video, a video I did about Adriana Smith. If you haven't seen it and you are a white woman, just go to my page and watch it. But I said that white women will often align themselves to the patriarchy for adjacency purposes, because for a lot of white women, adjacency means protection. And I also said that women, you always have a place, but you will never have a seat. The patriarchy was not built for you. You are not the beneficiary of the patriarchy. You are only as good as your womb is able to produce. That's what the patriarchy is set up for. That's what it was designed for. This country hates black people. and for all of our greatness and ingenuity and creativity and culture, all of the things that this country benefits from because of Black people. We like we can't even get acknowledgement. All of the inventions that were stolen and listed in our master's name, all of the things that we still enjoy. We're still having online debates about whether or not Beyonce, like, why did she enter into country music? As if Black people did not create it, along with rock and roll. Y'all, I will end this by saying what I told my son a few years ago when he came home to tell me about the continents that he was studying, and he said that Africa is where the slaves came from. And I was livid. I was so upset. And I told him, Africa is not where the slaves came from. Africa is where the philosophers and scientists and aristocrats and theologians, Africa is where greatness was stolen and enslaved. Slaves didn't come from Africa. We had kings and queens that were enslaved from Africa. And with all of the movement that is going on in the motherland, I think Africa is saying something, and African Americans should be paying attention.